Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashim Rakakwadash, and Shalom to the 144,000 hopefully elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, Women Don't Have Seed, or woman cannot produce a seed. A seed comes from the man. And I'm also say a few words about mixed race. There's no such thing as mixed race in the scripture. No such thing as mixed race in the scriptures. Whatever man of what nation gets with a woman, the what's produced from that woman, sons, daughters, are the same generation, even though they don't look like the same. Like race, they look at somebody, a white guy, oh, he's from the white race. No, race. The word race goes back to the Latin raza, which means gene, which means seed, sperma. So you can get an Edomite that get with a super black African woman, and that baby come out super dark, woolly hair. It doesn't change its race. Its race is what the father is. If the father's an Edomite. So I'm just going to let you listen to this. I was listening to this the other day, or last night, and then the other day. Sham interviewed Tarap. Should be former. We all do that. Former ISUPK member about the lies and wickedness in the UPK. And the brother that broke off, Tarap, he sounds very sincere. I hope he keeps teaching the words, spirit. From what I hear from him, he's in the spirit. He loves the scriptures. Keep teaching. You don't need to be a part of no camp. You have enough knowledge. If anything, open up your own camp. Get on your own tribe. Inside joke. Anyway, I'm gonna let you listen. Pretty good video. The whole video. Listen to most of it. So I'm at 250, and I'm gonna go. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe 7 minutes in. Maybe 10 minutes in. Maybe from 2 hours and 50 minutes to maybe the 3 hour mark. Excuse me, or more. Let's see where the Spirit's gonna take me, and I'll go into it. But it's important. Because it's Shasham that said, no, the woman got her own seed. She got her own seed. That's an egg. No. The only way a woman has a seed, and I know you're thinking, what about Genesis chapter 3? We're going to get into that. So, anyway, let's listen up.
Which rub people the wrong way. That don't look priestly like a game.
Would you let them tell it? You let them tell it. It's all the same shit that was going on, that hold up 1969 thing, that they saying pretty much
anything in scripture. What Israelite priest garment having 1 million spikes sticking out the arms. Show me where the priest had all these damn spikes from the head to the arm belts. It spoke about the priest wearing golds and had pure linen garments. Of diverse colors, scarlet, purple, and blue. Not wearing all black, looking gothic, with 1 million goddamn punk rocker spikes on your arms and your belts and your head, and wearing big ass chains like Flavor Flav, like a goddamn clock with a wolf, looking crazy.
The thing about it is, their whole, their whole way that they operate. That's one of the biggest problems. What goes on off the camera is worse than what you see way worse than what you see on the camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What goes on because see, here's the thing. These dudes that fell in love with the camera so much.
That's another thing. They want to be YouTube famous and be these great speakers and teachers and want to get a bunch of views. And it's not about the education and actually teaching people no more. It's about just going out there on the Shabbat, what they feel is the Shabbat. Go out there and teach the people.
Which they got wrong. ISUPK got it wrong. HODC got it wrong. IUIC, you just know they got it wrong. They got everything wrong. No, I'm just messing with him. The Sabbath is based upon the new moon. It's not based upon no Friday sundown, the Saturday sundown. And the reason why you're going by Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, because you got it from the seven of the one west, and they got it from the small hats. And Yaquab said that. He said, we had to get all this from this. We had to learn the Hebrew from the small hats. You know what he said, though. We had to learn the Sabbath from the small hats. You know? So you got to change. They wasn't right. The Sabbath is based upon the new moon. And I did a video on that. The new moon is when the moon is dark. You hear that?
People, this and that. Everybody get their YouTube views, and that's what it pretty much it seems like it has come to.
And that's pretty much what it actually is, you know, because I was in the major councils and all of that, you know, where, you know, it was brought up. Muhammad kept bringing up how he would say our enemies, but what he mean is IUIC, is how they, you know, getting the leg up on us and all of that type of stuff. He would talk about that. And here's a funny thing about it. Shit, they was just blowing ISUPK out of the waters in every damn category. And it came to the point to where he wasn't even talking about that no more because, you know, he was too far behind in the race and we thought they was winning.
It's because of the fact that Nate went further into the teachings as well. And that was another issue that...
Oh, no, he didn't either. He went further into the gimmicks. Nate got a lot of people come to him because of the gimmicks, the marching, the music, the hip hop, the this, the that, the other. So a lot of them guys, I don't know. I can't judge each and every one of them. I believe a lot of them are just there when something happens. You know what it says in Matthew chapter 13. Read that whole chapter. Great chapter. I got to do a breakdown on that, especially at the going past around about the 20s into the 30s. And that show you that Yahweh Shah was prophesying about the end of the angels and gathering the wheat from the tares. He's talking about the destruction of this place. But their thing is because of gimmicks. And I'm going to say something. When did we start doing this? There was a point where we got a whole lot of brothers coming to this thing. And there was brothers that would get online. How can I get with the camp? I said, the camps are closed right now. You can't get with the camp. Just keep watching the videos. And certain brothers then got in, even after that order. They then came around and they got put on. Because it's the spirit that makes them get put on. You know, you got a lot of guys that you know how it speaks about John eating the book. And it was sweet in his mouth and bitter in his belly. So a lot of people come into this thing because it's sweet to the mouth. It's sweet to my ears, as they say. It's sweet to the mouth. It tastes sweet. But if you have a decent job and they got you on camera, well, we got you out there calling the white man the devil, what's up with that? You might, I ain't going to do it no more, master. You got to leave that camp or whatever the case may be. Hey, look, we're at a point now where if they say, well, we got you, I said, so what? That's my religious right. If you want to make it a court issue, we can make it a court issue because I have rights. And besides that, the small hats, if you ever dealt with the small hat community, the Hasidim, the Lubavitcher, which I've dealt with them for years, they live in their own communities. Ain't no Italians live in their community. Ain't no Irish live in their community. Ain't no damn shame no niggas live in that community. They live in an area where it's just all them, and they all dress the same. So is that discrimination? Huh? So why ain't they called out for it? Look, I'm an expert on the small hats. I done talked to them. I've been around them. I know them. So, you know, look, everybody knows that we're the Israelites, right? Everybody knows about the whole Hebrew Israelite thing. You don't got to explain it to nobody. Everybody knows. So if they find out you know, on a job and they find out that, hey, look, you don't like it? That's my right, First Amendment. Let's go to court. If I haven't did anything, if I haven't showed any hatred or wickedness or racism in my job, you can't get me. Okay?
Johanna got, because they don't teach no more. They stuck on old doctrine, false teachings.
Old doctrine is the same doctrine. We teach the same thing. We all teach the same thing. ISUPK, IUIC, us, of course, the Sakari, and many other camps. HODC, Priest Sabbath, Priest Danyala. You know, we all teach the 12 tribes, tribe of Judah, Negroes, so forth. So we haven't changed. We all teach the same thing. Now, Bishop Nathaniel added some things where he was on point with a lot of things that he came up with, but he was off on a lot of other things. Like I said, the new moon is off. Friday sundown and Saturday sundown is off. Calling on the name of the Most High and Christ blessed is off. And he didn't teach that when he first got on YouTube. So what got him them people? Them gimmicks. Why is so many people following Farrakhan around the world? The order. They're in a nice place, a palatial place where he speaks at. They all dress, in suits. Everything's in order. Jake buys a car the way he searches out a religion. If it looks nice on the outside, the system's playing, the rims are tight, then he gonna get that car. Esau, he'll use a code, which I learned from Esau. If I get a car, I got a code scanner, brother. I got a code scanner. I got a couple of tools. I got a code scanner. I got what is this? It checks the battery, the starter, the alternator, your charging system. Tells you if the alternator's weak, or the starter's weak, or the battery's weak, or about dead, and it just jump started. And I got the code scanner. When you get the check engine light, you find out what the codes is with a code scanner. It cost me, I don't know, $200-something. I brought it years ago. And that's what mechanic shop do. So you ain't gonna see Jake with a code scanner on his ass. He gonna pay. What's the system? The system is bumping. The cars. Okay, got that new car smell. That's how Jake buy a car. That's why when you watch like them judge shows, and especially the black woman, she wanted a car dealership and she brought a car, and she wanted to sue the guy because the car kept breaking down. Then the bitch find out saying that the contract says as is. As is meaning whatever happens to it, that's on you. And they'll have the Edomite guy explain it to her. I said, this is an as is car. I said, the best thing for you to do is get a mechanic to check it out. Well, I did get a mechanic to check it out. Yeah, you got a fucking AutoZone mechanic to check it out. And he didn't check nothing out. You don't know how the car's good. So you got to go after him. Anyway, let's get back into this, man. But like I said, when you got a lot of gimmicks, you're going to get Jake coming in to your thing. You can make a religion on eating shit. If you package it right, niggas are going to line up and eat shit. They said that you want to get close to the Most High, you got to eat shit. Your own shit. You got to eat your own shit. And we got to see you eating your shit. Look at this bonehead nigga out there in the West. This guy, the ham hawk prophet. The ham hawk prophet. He said, wait. He said, y'all are mad? Wait until Christmas. But look at the people that are following him. Zombies, man.
Yeah. And they don't update the information. And then when you got guys like us who coming in with a new and sisters like our sister Queen Naphtali and
y'all Fopi's completely lost. I'm not saying they're not sincere. I listen to him. He sounds sincere. They sound very sincere that they really believe in what they believe in, but they're off. They're way off.
People that's coming in with a new school of thought, that's learning the language, know the history, bringing out artifacts, going into these same books that they was using, claiming people Israelites, and going into parts in the book that they didn't want to read, saying that these people are not. This is where all the stuff coming in now, because it's starting to mess up the money. And when you got a 501c3 charter, you cannot be racist or discriminate against any ethnic group of people. That's a part of the charter. So when we go around and say Israel is all Negro, then because this is what I tell everybody. When you become a Hebrew Israelite, they teach you to be racist against other nations. They'll say all these people that's not on this sign or these people over here is your enemy. But everybody on this chart is your family. You're supposed to love them. So they teaching separatism. They teaching racism, right? And then they'll say we only supposed to deal with Israel, right? But if we say Israel all black and they Negroes only, now we really going to be racist because we against all people. And
here's the thing, though.
One people.
Man, they racist against each other, brother. Remember when Garcia, the boxer, Garcia, and him and Javante Davis fought, right? Okay, now Facebook, ISUBK Facebook was blowing up and everything. And one brother said, now check this out. He said if Garcia wins, then we're going to put the tribe of Issachar. Now, he was making a joke, but it was some seriousness to the joke. We're going to put the tribe of Issachar at the top of the charts, the 12 tribe chart.
Right.
Okay, that proves something. The racism against Negroes. It really is. You know what I'm saying? The racism against us, just like when niggas was in the world.
But when you think about this, and you look at the chart, they only got 3 Negro tribes. The rest are Hispanics. How was that possible?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with that,
Those are the tribes because when Cristobal Colon came over here, he encountered these people. Ultimately, the white man, European man, Edomite man came over here from Canada to the U.S., Central South America. There were people over here of a dark hue. They might have had more of a straighter hair, some curly hair, whatever. Some look like Negroes. You had the slaves, first slaves come over here in the 1500s from West Africa. Those are all Israelites. And that when Christopher Columbus came over here, that was a fulfillment of them being scattered. There's tons of scriptures on them. That's a topic right there. Them being scattered. Starting with the first precept that come to mind is Deuteronomy 28:64. It says they were scattered even unto the end of the earth. So anywhere you go, a new world, a new land, and you meet the people, there's a good chance that they got to be the Israelites. And most of these Edomite religious people, Puritans and all that came over here, they said that. They said, oh, these are Israelites. That's why the Mormons teach that. Because they were over here on the other side. They knew that the Israelites, the northern kingdom, went to another land. They know about that. The small hats know about that. The small hat scholars I'm talking about. So them people, them Puerto Ricans, them Mexicans, them Brazilians, Ecuadorians, they're all Israelites, man. They're all Israelites.
I mean, as far as with that,
See, like right here, all 12 tribes, Hebrew Israelites, is Negro only. Our Negro only should be support us. Wait a minute, they're talking about, they're all about the money. What do you mean by support you? It means give you money. And y'all say that we're going off because we're collecting money or whatever. So the Most High is not dealing with you two guys at all. Because you came up under, you said it. Go back, I don't know, you go back to 250 or a little before that. They said that they came up under the One West doctrine under Barack and them, HODC. Then they did a disappearing act for about a year and change. Then they came back with a completely different doctrine. They came up with their own thing. So the Most High is not dealing with these two guys. Period.
A lot of Hispanics are Negroes too. They just call them a different label. Matter of fact, where I live at right now, you got Cuban.
I'm trying to get to the part with the seed. I hope it's not further back. I believe It's around about 57, around there. But let's see. I might have to come back. But Shasham made a statement that the woman can have a seed, which he's off on.
Brothers and everything, black as I don't know what, with dreads and everything, right out of Cuba.
But see, and that's what I'm saying. Right? I would call them the Afro-Cubans or the Afro.
Right, but they still Negro.
I would say they are labeled. Right, that's what I'm saying. I say those are the Israelites. But when it comes to those dudes that they were showing earlier, we were showing that dude, what his name, the one that talking about he want to take a pickle. That man is not a Hebrew. That man, he. See what we learned in the scriptures, right? From studying, and because One West, what we learned too, there's no such thing as mixed. Well, the Bible doesn't say that. It is a such thing as mixed in the Bible. And the Lord called the people in the Bible that's mixed mongrel, or the mongrel or mingled people, which is a mixed race.
Not talking about that. You are what your father is. If Israel, a Judite man got with an Edomite woman, that child's sons or daughters are Judites, even though they might look like Edomites. Because if that's the case, then anytime an Edomite gets with a Jake woman, that the child that's born from that Jake woman is not an Edomite no more. It's a mixed race, which they're not an Edomite. They're going to receive the curses of being an Edomite because their mother's Jake. That doesn't make any sense. You are what your father is.
That's what it says. A mixed people, a mixed race. Mongrel.
Doesn't say that. The word mix is not in the scriptures, period. You do the word search on the word mix as far as the race goes, it's not in the scriptures. So y'all coming with your own shit because y'all are on your own. You're not connected to any true men of the Most High, which makes you not men of the Most High.
People. So it's no way that it could be a seed of the father doctrine, because when you go into the Hebrew, Eve had a seed.
Eve, yeah. How did Eve have a seed? This is simple, man. How did Eve have a seed? And I'm gonna go to Genesis 3. How did Eve have a seed? Eve, matter of fact, let me go to it. Let me go on in it. Let me go ahead and deal with it. Scriptures speak about you getting eye salve. Y'all guys are blind. You don't have the eye salve. Okay, so let me go Genesis 3. Let me go to word find and seed. Verse, and I will put enmity, make you enemies between thee and the woman. The woman represent Eve, but it represent Israel in the bigger picture. The thee is talking about the serpent, and between thy seed and her seed, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So we were taken down, but we're going to get back up, and we're going to take this man down. And your heel represents your foundation. If you ever practice martial arts, somebody throw a kick at you, you can sweep him. I don't give a damn how big that dude is. You can sweep him because you're breaking his foundation, which is his feet, his leg, lower part of his leg, his heel. So this man is going to be taken down by the heel. Daniel chapter 2, the stone that hit the feet of it. That's how you're going to be taken down. So that right here, seed is, guess what? Both of these seeds from the thy seed, which is the serpents, came out of who? Came out of Eve. Who planted the seed? seed. Who planted both seeds? Adam. So out of those two seeds, there were two spirits in those two different seeds. There was the firstborn, Cain, which means a dagger, loosely translated, dagger, and Abel is from the Hebrew, which means transitory, meaning he's going to be here for a minute and then he's going to be gone, which is a nomen omen. I say omen nomen. It's nomen omen, name sign, or name omen. So I'm thinking about Esau, because that is Esau. Cain was given that name because he was the dagger. He rose up and slew his brother. And Abel was there for a while. He didn't grow old. He died because he got killed. So the two seeds that the woman had was seeds given to her by Adam. A woman doesn't have their own seed. A man got to put this seed in him. That's why a husbandman means a farmer. The word husband means a farmer. And she's the earth. Eve means, matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull these words up. Let me do this. Eve, not Evie. There goes Eve. And Adam called his wife's name Eve because she was the mother of all living. So let's go on to the word Eve in the Hebrew. The word there is chawa, which means living or life. Like we live based upon what we get from the earth. So she's also known as the earth, the first woman, wife of Adam. Adam means ground, because he came from the ground. Okay, so let's come back to this. So those two seeds, the seed that was enemy with each other, is ultimately the seed of Jacob and the seed of Esau. Because Cain and Abel came back as Jacob and Esau. Give me a second. So don't let nobody roll up and tell you that a woman got her own seed. Like Mary. Mary had her own seed. No, Mary doesn't have her own seed. The seed that Mary had in her that became our Lord was put in her by Joseph. Joseph is the biological father of our Lord. So let's come back over here.
And when you look at what Eve's seed is, her egg is considered a seed. This is why we teach the Israelite father.
That's not even scriptural. That show. See, the Most High is not dealing with these two guys. Now they may be sincere and all that, but Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is not dealing with these two guys at all. That's why they fell off. That's why they did a disappearing. That's a fact. They did a disappearing act for about a year and change. Then all of a sudden they came back into this thing, and when they came back, their web page was dormant for a year and so either a year and a couple of months. And when they came back with a whole different doctrine, because when they were coming up to New York on this priest Zabak scamp and HODC, there was some of the so-called Latin tribes in there. Y'all didn't have no problem with them. So now you come back with a whole new doctrine. You guys got all emotional about the the grape thing, and then you even said in this video, "Oh, I put out an open challenge to Tahar for the grape thing." Look, I'll have a debate with you, but guess what? You got to pay me 50 G's, 50 racks, and we're gonna have scholars up in there, Edomite scholars from Yale and Harvard. If you can get them Edomite, I don't want no niggas up in here. Get me top Edomite scholars that know the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? These top biblical scholars. Give me an audience full of them. Then we can have a debate. You don't have no niggas off the street. We ain't gonna have no peanut gallery up in there. Nigga get all emotional. Like them debates that Sarnetta be having. Ain't all that is a bunch of niggas in a damn big place getting all emotional. Then they have the next 3 months they have videos on who won that. You're supposed to have judges as to who won that. When you have a debate, you have judges, which are scholars and experts that say this group won. So stop it. Get some help. The grape thing is the correct way. You got caught up in your emotions.
Must be a woman and a man, according to the language. Ooh. Yeah. Not according to feelings. Yeah.
You got feelings. Everything that you're doing is based upon your feelings. Both of y'all got feelings. You caught up in your feelings.
Brother, the seed does come from a man, brother. You know.
The seed.
And the brother former member said he said it correct. He said the seed brother come from a man, and he's correct.
Sperm, that's the seed. Sperm.
Yes, and
sperm.
The woman egg is a seed.
That means that well, he probably believed that Mary didn't have sex with Joseph. Give me one. If a woman could create her own seed, because out of a seed or sperm comes a man or a woman, right? A boy or girl. Give me one example anywhere in history where a woman didn't have sex with a man and had a kid. And scientists said, nope, she never had him. She was a virgin, and all of a sudden she had a kid. You know, we did scientific tests and DNA and all that. That was her own egg. That was her own seed. It ain't possible, man. So he don't know what the hell he's talking about.
And this is
that's an egg, brother.
No, it's brother.
But I mean, you know, bottom line though, you know,
it's a seed.
You know, think about it. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, get into the whole doctrinal thing, you know.
Right.
But bottom line is,
it's science.
ISUPK is a wicked group, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the bottom line. Yeah, I really ain't trying to, you know.
See, the brother kind of changing the subject because it's a subject that's not going nowhere. The brother sees that this Tarap sees that this guy is caught up in his emotion. And I'm not saying he's not sincere. I'm not saying they're not sincere, but the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, is not dealing with these guys. Period.
Spiritual part that as well say certain things doctrinally, you know what I'm saying, certain things brothers are just not going to agree on, this and that. We can go on and on all night.
Well, you know, then if I teach one thing and say Apostle Gabar said, well, I believe Edomites can make it, we ain't going to be together. Point blank period. We're not going to be together. You know? If he started teaching, I'm just using him as an example, that Tahar, you know, there is a place that hell that you burn in. If he don't get his act together, he going to have to go. Either he gonna go or I'm gonna go. And that you all speak the same thing.
Over that, but the bottom line is, ISUPK is actually a wicked ass group. That's you know what I'm saying. Pretty much the bottom line. You know.
Well, I know we're not going to agree on all doctrine, but that's a teaching that a class that we're going to bring out, and we're going to.
Okay, well then somebody's right and somebody's wrong, or maybe both of y'all are wrong. Either somebody's right and somebody's wrong, or both of y'all are wrong. Scripture said, "Eat this roll, then go out and teach the house of Israel."
Do that in the Hebrew and show you how a woman's seed does have a seed, like it says in the Bible.
That's emotions. That's emotions, man.
Because my thing is, what I had to learn, I had to start. I had to, from being in One West and coming up in that, they taught me how to be biased and ignore scriptures and ignore things that's written in the Hebrew and act like that's not what it means. But if the Most High put it in there, it's in there for a reason. And that's one thing that I had to learn, to be ignorant no more. That's why the scripture says, don't be ignorant to any matters, big or small. Well, a lot of brothers be ignorant to things because they don't want to believe it. But trust me, I tell everybody,
Christ is going to come back. Here's the thing, you know, also too, here's another thing also, because you know how you have all the Israelite groups, has all the tribes mingled together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when Christ come back, guess what? The tribes is going to be separated again, just like they was during the time of Moses. Wasn't you know, the tribe of Benjamin. Then you had the tribe of Judah, the tribe of such and such.
I agree.
Right?
I agree. But
you see what I'm saying?
We wasn't even supposed to intermarry with the tribes, because that's why there's a law telling you about their inheritance changing. If
you don't understand that either. There's a law about the inheritance. I'm not going to go into it. Somebody can put it on the comment board. I'm not going to go all into it because it's going to stand me out of this thing. But you had certain tribes deal with other. Normally, a man from one tribe dealt with a woman from the same tribe because they're in the same area. But you did have, let's say, for example, the tribe of Judah would get with another tribe.
you was a Benjamite, you supposed to stay with a Benjamite. You was a Judite, you supposed to
stay with a for the inheritance purposes. Yeah.
Right, and the tribe
But it goes in. I'm not as a whole nother subject. I'm not even going to deal with it right now. Somebody else can deal with it. That if you are from the tribe of Judah and you deal with a woman from Naphtali, the inheritance will go to the father's line. So that means his sons of Judah. So that if it's only daughters, that the land will still stay among the tribe of that daughter if she's from that land area. That's a whole other subject, which I'm not going to even get into right now.
But see, when we speak about that, brothers to talk about that ain't true, because they'll say King David was married with his daughter, but just because they was doing things at certain times, breaking laws, don't mean it was right.
You know, actually, you know, here's the thing. You see, that was that was something of the expedience right there. It's not unlaw. It's not a sin to get with a woman of another tribe, because you got to think about it. Aaron,
it's not.
Okay, then you said no, it's not. So you can get with a woman with another tribe. Hell, you had Israelites that got with concubines, women of other nations, and had children with them. So what the hell are you talking about, man? Solomon's son Rehoboam's mother was an Ammonite.
Aaron's wife came from the tribe of Judah.
No, it's not.
The priest, the priest Aaron. I
don't know about that.
I gotta look at that. I'm not gonna just say yes or no. I gotta look at that. All right.
Yeah. Aaron married the daughter. The sister of Nashon, the prince of the children of Judah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that, because I know the law about being a priest, that you have to marry a Levite to be a Levite, through the Levitical.
Well, it does say about a Levite, he can marry a woman that's never been touched, neither a widowed woman. He can only get a virgin, and that means she was young. She had to be 12 years old, 11, 12, 13 years old. A Levite priest especially the high priest, could not get a woman that's been touched by another man.
Here's the thing. At the time, though, there was no, you know what I'm saying? There was no Levitical priesthood yet at that time. You only had Aaron.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? If that's true, and I'm going to look into that, I would tell you I agree to that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it's stuff that happened.
Who was Aaron, the high priest's wife?
Elisheba, according to Jewish Women's Archive. Article. Daughter of Aminadav, sister of Nasan, Elisheba is the wife of the high priest Aaron and the mother of 4 sons, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Exod 6:23.
Okay, so let me do this. We can straighten this matter out. Prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. Let me do it this way. Let me pull some words out. And Aaron took him, Elisheba, daughter of Amminadab. So let's see what tribe he's from. Son of Ram of Aram, and father of an ancestor of Jesus, father-in-law of Aaron, Kohathite, Levite, and chief of the sons of Uzziah, a Levite son of Kohath. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Okay, the tribe of Judah. Amminadab was the father of Nashon, chief of the tribe of Judah. And let me come back again. So that was a Judah. So the daughter was a Judite. Let me come on back. Yep. He was a Judite. And Amminadab shall be captain of the children of Judah. So Aaron's breaking his own law, the law that Moses gave him. So you off again. Okay? Scripture said, prove all things and hold fast to that which is good.
Before certain things about the priesthood and before the law, I was telling people why the Most High allowed Israel to mix with certain people at a time. And that's another thing that people get upset about. And I be like, I'm trying to get them to understand. Before the law, Israel did things that the Most High allowed. And then once we all came together and the laws was given, everything started to clean up. And then he was putting Israel on one slate because at the time we was in the process of building the nation. So I can get what you're saying right there.
Yeah, because at one time,
So a Levite priest can get with another tribe, a woman from another tribe. Remember, the seed is Levi. Doesn't make the seed half Levi and half Judah. So there's no such thing as mixing. So you're off on that. What's the term? What's the damn term? Mamzer. Mamzer does not mean mixing. If a Judite man gets with an Edomite woman, that child is not a Mamzer. That child is a Judite that has features of an Edomite. Perfect example. We played the other day. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' mother looked like a straight up Edomite. His father's a Jake. And he came out looking kind of like a mix. He looked mixed. Now, did they ever show his son? I believe he has a son. Now, in the case with Blake Griffin, his son looked just like an Edomite. So that doesn't make Blake Griffin's son a mixed person. It makes him a Levite. Because Blake Griffin's father is a dark-skinned Levite. And his mother could be one of the tribes too. She's kind of like a swarthy-looking. She might be an Edomite. She could be Italian or whatever. I got to go into that. She ain't no blonde-haired, blue-eyed person. Let's listen to a little bit more.
The sons of the Israelite men were told to marry women of Nahor, Syrians. You know what I'm saying? Remember Nahor, right?
Then this guy's gonna say that the handmaids of Rachel and Leah were their sisters, and the Most High and the father set it up. Laban set it up where these two younger sisters, they're gonna be your handmaids. No, that's not the case, man. Let me do this. Let me go to rate. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Rachel and Leah in the Bible. You got him as damn crap, looking like damn
According
Edomites.
to Jewish Women's Archive, Leah is the elder daughter of Laban and the wife of Jacob, father of 12 sons who will become the 12 tribes of Israel. Leah and her sister Rachel, whose names mean cow and ewe, give Jacob many sons, and their father gives him actual livestock.
Okay, let me do this. Let me go to Leah. Let me just pull out the word Leah. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. So she was obviously prettier than her sister. Her sister could have been pretty too, but that happens with families, man. You got two sisters, and one look much finer than the other one. The one that don't look as good hates her sister. Let me Okay, she took Zilpah. When Leah saw that she had left bearing, she took Zilpah, her maid, and gave her Jacob to wife. So let's look up Zilpah. Zilpah. Okay, the Syrian given by Laban to Leah as a handmaid, a concubine of Jacob. Wasn't a sister. She was not one of the daughters of Laban. So stop it. Get some help.
The sirens. You talking about the that's what they are. The siren, yeah, because that's our people, and that comes from
that was Abraham's brother.
Right now, listen.
Nahor was Abraham's brother.
When you deal with the siren people, right? You know that Jacob wives, Rachel, Leah, Zilpah, and Bilhah,
right?
They are sisters.
They're not sisters. There's no scriptures that they're sisters. How you gonna take a sister and make her that this sister's gonna be your the other sister's handmaid? They're all Israelites. Don't make no damn sense. This is what happens when you go out the circle.
Yeah, they're the daughters of Nahor.
We was taught that Leah and Rachel was sisters, and Zilpah and Bilhah was from African tribes. I asked Azariah, prove me.
It doesn't say that they're Israelites. It doesn't say that they're daughters of Laban. Now they could have been among that in that area. We don't know the backstory of Zilpah.
He proved that they Africans. Then I said you cannot prove biblically that they Africans.
But you cannot prove that they're sisters. See, these guys don't understand the scriptures. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. I didn't want to make this long. Start to get long.